now I'm live, so
I'm live. Okay, yeah, I'm live.
mm, oops.
Relic, Poor Sheep, Adderfield, and Ian. We should have a good match.
Yeah.
I'm
Really? And Ian, you're playing pretty well. I'm playing push for a while.
Let me mute you just a second and
Okay.
see if it's you or me that's echoing. Talking. Nope, it's definitely you, Hexapus.
I know it's annoying, but what can maybe I can try voices. Well, echo cancellation is on. Is it better now?
It's intermittent's the annoying issue. It doesn't happen all the time. Go, they say.
Yeah, then sorry, I don't think there's much I can do.
Alright.
Sorry about that.
Alright, so I'll take the... I'll take the announcement, I guess.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to game number 1 of the third Casuals tournament. This is Group B. We have in this game Relic, Ian, Adderfield, and Poor Sheep. I'm Philothanic. Joining me today is Hexapus. Hexapus, what do you think about the map?
Still loading? I'll be there soon enough.
Alright, well, we have robots, scavengers, scientists, and nomads. There is... Well, there's no ice next to iron, so no ice scientists, which is a new thing recently. But there is actually a great scientist spot right here. I would go for it. There's also like a little bit, it's next to a scavenger spot. Are we going to see nomads? Maybe not all of the silicon spread out. You could do a robot. Yep. Relic takes that one of the 2 science spots. Ian's going to take the other one right there after. 18k debt for Relic. That seems quite reasonable to me.
Both are, I think they are both very good fun. I mean,
what on earth is Adderfield doing?
I'm not surprised. Scavenger, his favorite.
So much debt from shipping that carbon. Then where's Poor Sheep?
Poor Sheep. Oh, going for a nomad.
Going for split silicon, which is the one downside of this. I mean, there really isn't another found, except for maybe Robot in the south, but you're not near any water. So...
I think I would have gone for Robot and tried to get in the way of the other scientist's water.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the safer play, but we have the risky play. Relic's the first to HQ2.
Things don't look too good for Poor Sheep. I mean, silicon will diminish over time, and there are nukes on the board, so even you can return cranes, there are not that many silicon around for you to do.
Yeah, at least he's starting with a double high, and electronics is low and nobody else is using electronics for their upgrades, so he does have that benefit going on for it. The colony is an American colony, so it will consume power. Ian also getting up to HQ2. We have Seed going straight into water. Relic's going into some farms in aluminum. Adderfield is lagging behind, also just bumped up to HQ2. Only going for the 1 carbon, and Ian just blocked him for that 2nd carbon tile.
Yeah. But is that really necessary? I don't think so though.
The blocking,
The block
or the
is-
2nd carbon?
Like for Ian to grab a carbon, I don't think it's necessary at this stage. You might be
No.
better off building 2 reactors or 2 nuclear plants.
Poor Sheep is flying through upgrades. HQ3 already going into some power with solar panels. Power's high, 162 and climbing. There start the reign of the nukes.
Poor ship can't be happy about that. Well, at least he got another one nearby.
Yeah, he's gonna use his first return to claim ability to get out of that and go into this medium. Relic also HQ3. Poor Sheep is going to want to buy some goon squads. No goon squads out on the map for him at all. I would buy one right now and put it on this high quarry. He's gonna need it. Extra claim going for 20k to Poor Sheep.
That's pretty cheap. On serious?
It is
Yes, it's pretty cheap.
pretty cheap. It is.
I'm surprised that Rita is not abusing the water and uranium tile for free nuclear power.
Yeah, that is a bit surprising. He's
there
now
it is.
agreed with you that it was surprising and is going to go for it. Free power there. Unfortunately, there's no core samples. Otherwise, you can make perhaps 2 or 3 a triangle of free power. Well, we do have everybody's moving into power right now. Poor Sheep has 4 solar panels online, 2 nukes for Adderfield, 2 for Relic, which are no longer producing any power, and
That's
2
a
for Ian.
Very good hit by poor ship.
Yes. I mean, right now it's looking to be Poor Sheep versus Relic as our leaders in the early game, transitioning into the mid game.
But I
Poor
find like
Sheep.
for poor
Go.
ship, right? Non-match will fall off really hard once you hit HQ 4 or 5. Like after that, you just don't have the cranes to make money. I find it very difficult at the end game.
Well, what Poor Sheep needs to do, and he almost might be able to get there, is pay off all his debt with that power and maybe start making a little bit of power money, because otherwise he wasn't making very much money. He's mainly just in silicon and aluminum and power. But he does get to HQ4.
Well, the power money will dry up soon enough because everyone's in power and power just crashed.
Yeah, Adderfield is making power money 200 a second. Ian's making power money also 200 a second. Relic. Well, Relic never made any power money, and going into those nukes is going to be a worthless venture for him.
It hurts him quite a bit because he wasted like 120 steel for it. That's half an upgrade.
And at that time, Goon Squads were still only like 4.5 or 6k, so he definitely could have bought one.
Well, I think he bought one, but he just gooned his steel instead. So
Well, Relic attacking Adderfield with a nuke. That hurts a lot. And then Ian also ganging up, attacking Adderfield. I'm not sure that Adderfield's the one you need to be worrying about right now. If Poor Sheep over here in the corner actually gets this patent lab up and starts researching some key patents, before chems get too terribly high, that might be what he needs to do.
yep, patterns and optimizations are very important for Nomad, I find. And try to get a cheap buy would also work great for them, but I don't think he can get a majority buy on any one of them.
No, he can't get a majority buy on anyone right now. He's going for a pleasure dome. Unfortunately, the colony has chosen to go into garages instead of habitats. So
Oh,
that's going... scientists aren't going to be happy about that because there won't be as much life support pressure as there could be.
Yeah, but thanks to Autofield, they are shipping quite a bit too. Like Autofield is
There's
shipping.
plenty of garages, so that's going to keep the fuel up, along with this. Power is good. Should rebound if people get out of power, but continuing to attack Adderfield on this carbon. Ian does it again, but now Relic getting on the action and attacks poor Sheep's silicon.
Yep. Once you nuke out the scavenger and poor ships, which is a nomad, silicon and carbon, they are pretty stuck in the water. They can't move anywhere.
Ian is just focused on hitting Adderfield over and over and over again. Now, to be fair, well, Relic is HQ4 now, so I was going to say that Adderfield had the most cash out of the 3 people in HQ3, but Relic has upgraded, so that's no longer a valid comparison.
If I were Relic, I would actually it's time to grab like 2 carbon nearby just to block it off and get into a cam market or electronics. It will be useful. Having 2 carbon towers and scientists.
Right. Relic is going for a patent lab himself, looking to get in on the patents. Poor Sheep has the liquid batteries, which makes the solar panels and water condensers work overnight, and is currently not researching anything with that patent lab. Instead, it's going to choose to upgrade.
Really?
That's a very risky upgrade because Ian's sitting on 72k.
Well,
wouldn't be able to buy Poor Sheep himself, but if someone else got in on the action,
yeah. Well, but you know, most of the time, right? Especially for playing on ranked, you don't worry about majority buy that much unless there's a clear leader.
But this isn't ranked. This is a tournament with some decent players. And Adderfield's been known to go for that majority buy, even if it kills himself in the process, or themselves.
Well, we'll see if Adderfield go in for it or not. He definitely has the cash for it. He got 70k, so that's 3 stocks.
If Adderfield does pick up Poor Sheep right now, or picks up a majority of Poor Sheep, that could fix his problems that he's going to have with as far as upgrading, because he doesn't have enough carbon.
Yep.
Unfortunately, what is that? Where is all Adderfield's money's all spread around, and I'm not entirely sure what they are doing with it.
I don't know. He has 75k from water and silicon and cam, but he's not doing anything with it.
Yeah, I think they might just be unsure what to do because of all the nukes that have been raining down on them.
Yeah. Well,
the window for buying Poor Sheep is rapidly closing. 43k in the bank, researching nanotechnology. Relic is not using their patent lab. What did Relic pick up? Slant drilling.
That's an okay pick for his power.
I mean, yeah. That's not the one I would personally go for, simply because it has so much water.
I
might have gone
go for nanotech first, especially for scientists. Being able to swap in and out of life support and water is very important. And on series and IO, steel price was like building prices will stay high, and that's where nanotech really shine.
Yeah, Adderfield really should have gone for that majority buy. They have 125k right now in the bank. 132 and counting. Has the upgrade whenever they want. Only cost them 57 of that 135, so they should take it. Despite all that nukes, they're in a decent spot, especially considering that once they get to level 5, Offworlds are probably not going to be a thing, although Adderfield's Offworld only costs 92k to put up.
Yeah.
What do Offworlds look like for everybody else?
Offworld
82k for Relic? This is one of those surprising series games where Offworlds might be viable.
Yeah, especially with a hologram to hide it. It's
Except for Ian. Ian's Offworld 154k, but there is this 37k profit launch on food. So if you're a scientist, you could pump out that food and launch it Offworld.
poor
Your
ship's
poor
going
sheep's gonna
into
go
a
for it
really.
the majority buy.
If I were
into-
Ian, I would actually help him out because once you take out the
Or
scientists.
Definitely, if I were Adderfield, I'd help
Yes.
him out.
But I think it's a bit too late to help out. Because now poor ship will get all the benefit. Like if early
Well,
on,
maybe
right?
if you're Adderfield, you can still pick up like 4 shares simply because Adderfield has plenty of money. Well, now Adderfield definitely needs to buy in, and so does Ian.
Yeah, if they don't buy in, poor ship would just run away with the game.
What do we have going here? We have a hacker egg going up for Adderfield. A couple of optimization centers. Optimizing chemicals for Ian. Ian shipping those chemicals. And then poor sheep with an optimization center. Also, where is that optimization center hiding?
It's one of his.
I have yet to find it.
But
it's
a
not
solar
doing
panel,
anything.
right?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything, but it was frozen. It is also optimizing chemicals.
Yep.
Poor sheep able to use that nomad upgrade advantage to pick off a player who wasn't careful.
Yep. Now it looks very good for poor ship.
Mm-hmm. Adderfield would look a lot better if they weren't in 164k debt.
I don't think misses the boat. Like he could have picked up a poor ship or relic. Either one, picking one of them would help him out. Now he's stuck with high debt.
He needs to buy the last 4 shares in relic right now.
Yeah, and poor ship need to like get to 7 shares. Then
Yeah,
he
poor
would
sheep
save.
needs to just continue to buy up all of relic. Relic is a great scientist sub. Just hover over relic's base and hold that X key. Look at all those triple digit profits on those buildings. Not to mention the 6 shares in it, and him's earning $700 a second.
So if you pick up all 10, it would be $1,000 per second.
And that's going to increase the relic is sub AI is going for an Offworld. 48 profit launches
Well,
there.
That's a
Food right
very
now.
big target for them to dynamite and for them to dynamite. Just keep dynamite in it, and then really will just keep the sub AI will just keep fixing it. That would be a money drain for them.
Yeah, Adderfield's just sitting here with 300k
Yeah,
in the
I
bank,
can't
not
agree
doing
to that.
anything with it.
I can't
All right.
agree to that.
Now buying into relic, but that's going to might be a little bit too late. Ian's got a ways before they can buy out Adderfield, but they only need 274k. They have 39k right now in the bank, and they do have all those 4 stocks in themselves purchased. So
I'm
I
not
could sell into
sure.
that.
I'm not sure if Ian buying autofill is a great idea. Like I think the threat right now is poor ship, and he should perhaps defend himself and buy poor ship would be the better move.
So I feel like there's this window of opportunity where he could buy Adderfield and perhaps still be in the game, especially since Ian would get those 4 shares in Relic. The question is, can Ian get to that buy quick enough for it to matter or not? And that's what I am hesitating about, especially since Ian is still on HQ4.
Well, I think right now autofill will be in the probably the most experienced players of this for like just by the sheer number of games he played. He's working as a hacker rate. That's something nice to do, especially when you're in this situation. You need to multiply your money somehow. A hacker rate would be a good way to do it. Yes, will that be enough? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I tend to doubt it. Neither player is getting to that buy very fast. Ian is halfway. I'm sorry, Poor Sheep is halfway to the buy on Adderfield and 60% of the way to the buy on Ian.
Yeah, so when Ian and Autofield fight it out, right? Poor ship would just benefit. Like
Mm-hmm.
like even if Autofield managed to buy Ian, just say right, after buying Ian, Autofield won't have enough cash to buy out poor ship. So I think poor ship would take this one if nothing surprising come up.
Happens. Yeah. Yeah, Ian, you can't really go for a hostile takeover when you're on HQ4 on the series. Those missing tiles are just so much money that you don't have.
Well,
They're
it
just
costs
not
way too much
to
for
do
him
it.
to upgrade. 142k? That's not quite enough.
Yeah, well, right now it costs too much, but
Our methods continue to improve.
not upgrading is gonna cost him more, unfortunately. Poor Sheep has the buy on Ian, but's probably waiting to go for Adder. Nope. It would have been better to go for Adderfield.
Well, yeah, it would be better to go to Autofield because you get both the stock, right? But Autofield is really bad in that, so I don't think it
Adderfield
matters that much.
Or in that Adderfield needs to buy into Poor Sheep with his money right now to have a chance.
I don't think he has a chance anymore.
I mean, I tend to agree, but you know, we need to keep the end of the game interesting, right?
Yeah.
If he was going to have a chance, whoa.
He's paying down his debt. Maybe he've done it sooner. Like when he has like 330k, he should like pay down his debt all the way to B or A. Then those interest wouldn't hurt that much.
Why did Poor Sheep just EMP in?
He did?
Yes.
Maybe he thought that is Autofield. I don't know. By the way, Black Magic disagree on you that going for a hostile takeover on HQ4.
Yeah, but this wasn't an early buy though. This was a late hostile takeover attempt at HQ4. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I'd agree that an early one can work, but this was a late one when everyone else had more income.
A bit too late by the time that Ian tried to take over. Like, it's possible when someone just upgrades your HQ5 that you can take him out with your HQ4, like, instead of upgrading, right? You can use that cash to buy someone, but the timing of Ian is a bit off, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, there was that time when Poor Sheep did that really risky HQ5 upgrade that anybody else could have started buying. I mean, sorry, Poor Sheep did that risky HQ5 upgrade that anybody else could have bought into Poor Sheep. Like, if any two of them ganged up, Poor Sheep wouldn't have been the winner.
And I think it very good job on a Poor Sheep part to identify that Rillet just upgraded, and even though he has 4 stocks, right, and he didn't have enough money to defend himself. That's right. Very good play. GG, well played.
Hey now, be nice everybody.
Calm down now, calm down. Ian does mention in quite a few, like Ian played quite well most of the time, but at the end game he's still struggling to find the right stock play. So this is one of those times that really bites him.
Yeah, Adderfield did a lot better than I would have anticipated, given his founding location and their founding location and how many nukes are raining down on them.
Almost unfairly, I would probably focus more on Poor Sheep than the Scavenger.
Yeah,
since
little
he's
bit
ahead, and then the thing with Nomads, right? You just don't know what to hit it with, right? Their cranes are spread out, they can return cranes, and it doesn't feel very good to hit them most of the time.
Well, in this case, there's so few good silicon claims on the map that you could have actually hurt them decently by just, you know, there was what, 2 highs, you could have hit both of those highs, knocked them down to lows, and then hit some of those mediums. Everyone would have to do a gang up on there as far as the nukes, but I think yeah, nuking Poor Sheep would have been a better idea than nuking Adderfield. Relic did try to do that, spent 21k on 4 nukes, 1 on Adderfield, which is probably a mistake, 3 on Poor Sheep. Ian also nuked out Adderfield, so it wasn't, I guess nobody was ganging up on Adderfield with the nukes, it was just 2 of them, but both of those seemed to be unnecessary.
It always feels good to nuke people. It always feels good, especially when you're scientists.
Yeah.
Did anyone grab teleportation?
No, no one grabbed teleportation.
It would be a really probably die before he can. Like it would be a really good time for him to grab teleportation and then slant into those silicon tiles. The grass matter would probably not strong, but you know it's probably still good enough for most of the case because silicon is going to be very hard to get. The price will stay high, right? If you get to the grass market, you can have all you want. You pretty much have a monopoly over it.
Yeah. And you could just sort of see on the balance sheet section, Poor Sheep with 15k net revenue, and even if you take out the 300k dividend revenue, that's still 21k. That's double. I'm sorry, 1.2 million. That's double Adderfield's amount. So not enough targeting the leader in this game.
Definitely, especially at the end when Ian tried to get Adderfield.
12 optimizations for Poor Sheep versus 7 for Ian, none for Adderfield, none for Relic. That's also a potential area that you could get improve on. Series you usually want.
I'm surprised that Ian only got 7 optimization because he got his optimization center rather early.
Yeah, got the optimization center a little bit early. Fortunately, we can't see when those optimizations were purchased. So I wonder if it would have been better to take the upgrade than those early optimizations. But I wasn't paying enough attention to see when it got really expensive for the upgrade for Ian.
Yeah. Probably on series you want to upgrade really as soon as possible because just the natural price pressure will drive up the prices of everything. Make an upgrade. Even if you have a steel triangle, it's just gonna be difficult.
Right. Right. All right. Well, I think that's it for this game. Let's go on to the next round.
Okay. I'm gonna put a brick on my stream.
Next is